She may use her relationships with colleagues and superiors to further her own agendas. They may cultivate relationships with influential people solely for the personal gain, such as seeking promotions. Okay, welcome back to Men Plus 40. In part 1, we covered the female narcissist traits to look out for in relationships, along with the crossover with borderline personality disorder. In this episode, we will discuss them in the setting of both business and work, and of course, friendships. Remember, these are examples and only a qualified person can diagnose these types of traits in people. Your goal is always to focus on healthy relationships. So let's get into it. In a business setting, she may exhibit various behaviours to fulfill her needs and of course achieve her goals. Let me give you 5 examples of tactics that she may employ. Taking credit for other people's work. In a business setting, she may manipulate her targets by taking credit for their ideas, their achievements, and of course their hard work. She may even use charm and persuasion to convince others that the success or the accomplishments belong to her solely. Again, seeking recognition and validation while undermining her target's contributions. Let's look at office dynamics. She may engage in tactics to control the office dynamics and maintain a position of power. This includes gossip, spreading rumours, or engaging in backstabbing behaviours to create divisions and manipulate others' perceptions of her target. This can isolate the target and weaken their influence or reputation within inside of the organisation. Then you have exploiting relationships. She may use her relationships with colleagues and superiors to further her own agendas. They may cultivate relationships with influential people solely for the personal gain, such as seeking promotions, obtaining preferential treatment, or access to resources. They may manipulate others' emotions, flattering them excessively, or exploit their vulnerabilities to create alliances that benefits their own needs and interests. Undermining and sabotaging. For instance, she may engage in covert tactics to undermine her targets and sabotage their success. This can involve spreading misinformation, withholding critical information or resources, or creating obstacles. By doing so, the narcissist aims to create a competitive advantage for themselves and then maintain a sense of superiority. She may manipulate others by exploiting empathy and their compassion. They may even feign vulnerability, of course, play the victim, or manipulates others for sympathy to gain special treatment, favours, or leniency. Now, this tactic leverages others' desires to help and become supportive, allowing her to exploit their goodwill for personal gain. It's essential for people in business settings to be aware of such tactics and maintain healthy boundaries. Recognizing and addressing these behaviours can help protect one's professional well-being and promote more of a positive environment. Now let's look at manipulations in terms of friendships with men. Now, first up is flattery and seduction. She may employ said flattery, charm, and seductive behaviour on men in her relationships. They may use their perceived attractiveness and charisma to gain attention, admiration, and of course, favours. Now, with emotional manipulation, she may manipulate men in her friendships by leveraging their emotions. She may use, say, guilt trips or emotional blackmail to gain control, of course, sympathy, and this is all done in order to get her needs met. Then we have exploiting resources. So she may seek out friendships with men who can provide her with material resources such as money, gifts, or even access to valuable connections by leveraging the person's generosity and, of course, willingness to please. Then, of course, you've got loyalty testing. She may test the loyalty and try and control her male friends by creating situations that require their unwavering support and compliance. They may manipulate their friends' emotions or create conflicts in order to maintain a position of power in the dynamics of the relationship. Then we've got triangulation. She may use these tactics here to manipulate men in her friendship group with the intention of creating a form of competition among her male friends by seeking attention or causing drama to create unrest. Now let's look at manipulations in friendships with other women. As your partner, sister or mother could be affected by these behaviours, but they're not clear on these patterns. First up, you've got devaluation and comparison. So she may engage in devaluation tactics to manipulate her friends. She may belittle, criticise or compare her friends unfavourably to diminish their self-esteem and maintain a sense of superiority. There's gaslighting, so she may manipulate her friends' perceptions of reality. They may deny or distort facts, make their friends doubt their own memory or perception, and create confusion or self-doubt to maintain control and power within inside of the friendship. Then we have manipulation through emotional bonding. So she may create intense emotional bonds with her friends to gain their trust and loyalty. They may use this emotional connection to manipulate the friends into doing their own bidding, meeting their needs or providing constant attention and validation. This dynamic will also be used for smear campaigns, as she will use her friends as enablers. She may engage in covert competition and envy with her female friends. She may feel threatened by their accomplishments or perceived attractiveness, leading them to engage in behaviours aimed at undermining or sabotaging her friend's success. Isolation and control. She may attempt to isolate her female friends from other social connections to gain more control over them. She may manipulate her friends by discouraging other friendships, spreading rumours, or using passive-aggressive behaviours to create a dependency and ensure their alliance. It's important to note these tactics may not be exclusive to her and could be exhibited by individuals of any gender. Additionally, not all friends involving her will involve manipulation in terms of the behaviours. Remember, your end goal is always healthy relationships of all kinds. Understanding some of these behaviours will allow you to disengage and focus your time and attention elsewhere. If you find yourself in these types of relationships, you need to look at yourself and ask yourself, why am I attracting these type of people into my life? Most of these answers will be found in your childhood and having increased self-awareness. Raising your standards and having strong boundaries mean you will repel most of these people. In future episodes down the road, I'll cover the dark triad, codependency, and of course, attachment styles. Gentlemen, until next time, stay safe.